Hello, everybody from Arizona. Yes, it's going to be 113 degrees here, but it doesn't matter because I'm inside working. I have not only one of my absolute favorite vendors of our association, but you know Gilad and Charmaine from Madison Collection. They have been longtime friends and some of the best people in our business. So I hope in the two short videos I'm going to shoot with Gilad, you'll get to know them. Gilad, good morning. How are you? Good afternoon in Florida.
Yes, good afternoon, good midday from sunny, humid Florida. Alan, thank you for that truly beautiful introduction.
Good. Well, every time I get to talk to you, I get this big smile on my face, mostly because everyone loves your wife and your mother, not you, but we'll cover that.
I was going to say, you and I share a lot in common, that we married way out of our league. And I have no business being with us, and there are better four-fifths, as we like to jovially say.
It's so funny. So many people in our industry, they're connected to Kathy on Facebook. They don't talk to me. Or if I get them on the phone, they go, hey, how's Kathy? And how's Rocco doing, our dog, our poodle, right? But they don't ask how I'm doing at all. Apparently, it doesn't matter.
How I'm doing is usually the fourth or fifth question.
Okay. So I know we don't have a lot of time today, but we're going to shoot two videos. So for our listeners, please stick through this and get to video 2 where the really good stuff's going to happen. But when I made notes and I talk about you, you had to correct me a few times. I always go, I love Madison robes, and you always say it's Madison Collection. And now that I'm deeper in it with you, I understand why you say collection. You guys are so much more than a robe company and always have been, correct?
Absolutely. Well, Alan, in your defense, we are absolutely known for our robes. We're known for our design of our robes, and we're known for having sort of replaced thick, heavy, fluffy robes with stylishly, thinner counterparts. But with that said, we also have a full range of bath linens, spa linens, sort of an entire comprehensive collection of high-quality terry cotton products for the spa and the hotel experience.
Yeah, and it isn't just, when we say spa, I always have to remind people, it's such an encompassing word today, Gilad, but spa, resort destination, day spa, aesthetic, skincare. I mean, you guys fit the entire spectrum. When I go to your website, in fact, I have to keep Kathy off your website. She goes, I was looking at the throws the other day, and she goes, what are those alpaca throws? I said, get out of my office, right? Because I know we're going to have to order a bunch of them from you. But one of the things I absolutely love, you guys have done an amazing job. You put those short video presentations of everything in each section on your website. And, we are a very kinesthetic business. People like to touch, see, feel, smell. So that not that they're not touching, but I love that you do those short videos so people can visualize what they're looking at.
Absolutely. A lot of times people say they sort of fall in love at first touch. And so love at first touch is sort of, what other people in the industry say about our product. So when it came to the presentation, we wanted to sort of lift the feel out of static pictures and show how the product moves and feels and what the touch is like on the hand.
Well, I don't know who's doing your website, but kudos, because you guys have put a lot of thought into it. And frankly, and I mean, we're doing this during the time of pandemic. People are living for really crystal clean websites that make it easy for them to become a client. So awesome. I wanted to say really quick, and thank you for sharing with me. I know it's not open to the public yet, but you shared those raw cut videos. I love your mom. I love Charmaine's story about sitting on the airplane and meeting the factory guy in Brazil. I always say you can't make that stuff up, right? It was serendipitous that happened for you guys.
Absolutely. My mom started this company 20-something years ago. And she started it with guts, bravery, and her instinct. And her instinct, very much like her friendship with you, has always been based on who feels right, who has the ethos, who has the values that I'm aligned with. A lot of times when people get into partnerships, you kind of get right into the dollars and cents. And my mom, when she was looking for a factory well over 20 years ago, as you mentioned, she met this gentleman on the airplane who was running a family business as well. And she had always wanted to do business with other family-run businesses. And even well over 20 years ago, this gentleman was running his company with green manufacturing practices that were unheard of.
20 years ago. 20?
Over 20 years ago, this factory that we've been in partnership with has been, practicing what people are now practicing in terms of treatment of the planet and people. And they were just so forward thinking in terms of how they crafted the product with such care and such mindfulness of the environment and those who were manufacturing it, the people.
Okay, and I love it. The last thing I want to talk about, and then we'll cut for a minute and we're gonna go to video 2. So many people, I know this word is abused, but it's so true. So many people have been greenwashing for so long. The practice of saying, oh, look at us and we use recycle and blah, blah, blah. And it's not really true, but you guys have a true story that is green in nature, that is literally the roots of your company, is it not?
Absolutely. It really begins with our DNA. We were eco-conscious, and we were practicing certain best practices well over 20 years ago, because it's part of who we are and how we think. Yes, there are a lot of companies today, and we do commend them for what they're doing, but it's not part of how they're composed and how their DNA has been comprised from day one.
You know what's ironic about you saying that? I mean, you said, as I said, every time we get together, I'm grinning because I always enjoy our conversation. It's like you're probably closer to me than my brother right now, who I talked to yesterday. But it's always about the energy that makes people kind of coalesce and be together, right? Like you hang out with people that are easy to. It's the same thing, and I know we're going to get around to this. When you and I had that original conversation, and you weren't even a sponsor yet, and I said, those big fluffy towels, I know I love them, but they kill me and they take so long to watch. And you said, I have a good story for you. I see them in the background. We're going to talk about it on the next video. But that kind of started that flow right away, and it's such a great story. So we're going to come back in 2 minutes and talk about that, okay?
I look forward to that.
All right, people. If you have not met Gilad and Charmaine, and I know you will, but I'm putting all of their information on the next screen. So hang in there and please reach out to them. They're not only awesome people, but you're going to love what they're doing. So we'll see you soon.
Looking forward to saying hi.